bill. And again, there are two amendments, but we can wait on that until after the testimony. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. Without objection, we're going to go out of session. We're going to have our guest here. They're going to testify. I know that I told you earlier that 7 o'clock was our hard stop. I have negotiated with the clerk's office that we will be able to get through the testimony for this bill and one other if needed this evening. So we will have 4 minutes each on those that will testify. And so the first that we have on our list is with the Tennessee Sheriff's Association. If they're in here, Sheriff, I see him coming in. All right, if you would, sir, please come up to the desk here. There's a microphone. You can, if you will, introduce yourself, who you represent, yes, sir, and then you'll have 4 minutes to go over your testimony.
I'm Jeff Bledsoe, the Executive Director for the Tennessee Sheriff's Association. Sheriff Bonner was on his way here to be with us this evening, but there was appeared to be a fatal wreck on I-40, and he was unable to get here in time, so I'm kind of filling in for him. I sent the letter that would cover what he was here to testify on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this opportunity. And on behalf of the 95 sheriffs of the state of Tennessee, we strongly support the enhanced penalties of the House Bill 786, but we after study, have looked at how this will affect the permit basis, and we have looked at the process that's been in effect for the last 25 years, and it will not allow us to determine whether you can lawfully carry or whether you're carrying unlawfully. We cannot use the criminal history records to determine if you're encountered by law enforcement to know if you're not allowed to possess that. We don't have access to the records for say if it's a domestic violence case or you're rendered as having mental health issues or a disability under the mental health guidelines. We would not be able to know that on the side of the road or at someone's residence or anywhere out in the public that we're encountering someone that is armed. And we strongly support Second Amendment rights and those basic values. But we've been on record since last year of some requirements that we'd asked for it to be in place for this, and that's to maintain a method for us to verify that it's a lawful carry, whether it's changed worded as a permit or not, and to have implied consent that if you're carrying, we can verify that you're lawful, retain training required to be concealed, and give exemption to an agency that offers that training. And that pretty well covers the letter that I shared with each of you.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions for our guest here? We have Representative Beck.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I was interested in your testimony. Thank you for being here, by the way. But if you approach somebody and this was the law, you would have no.
Thank you, Representative Hardaway.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening.
So that I'm clear on this, you're not in support of the.
Not as written. Our sheriffs are opposing it as written.
Okay. And I think the way that you present it, you've said that when you encounter a citizen with a gun today, on the current statute, the way you verify, conduct the relationship between the law enforcement officer and the citizen, you're able to conduct your business as if you have someone you know, whether that is a upstanding citizen or a criminal who does not have. If you check and you are forewarned, you have someone who have What,
involvement or an open investigation that we're conducting.
so I could be a terrorist?
Correct.
Today. How do you currently,
Prevent them from possessing that and carrying it publicly.
and when you check that, could you walk us step by step? Do you call it in on radio?
Whether or not they're a valid permit holder.
This is don't affect handguns.
The internet's logged in through the data. We enter our data through TCIC, but
Probable cause to believe that they shouldn't be
on what that record would give us. And then depends on age.
dispatched for a handgun permit. The
We just go by who's lawfully.
right that they have has been revoked. If this bill passes something against them, could you?
The next
To you in case that we forget this. It says a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed upon. So you are saying, and I appreciate all that our sheriffs do, but you're saying as a law enforcement agent that you want to infringe upon our rights by forcing us to go get a permit and pay for that when our Second Amendment says that we have the right and it shall not be infringed upon. Is that what you're saying?
No, sir.
What are you saying?
I'm saying we still need to, with this bill, look for a method that lets us know whether that person is unlawfully carrying.
So you're wanting to override the Second Amendment that says that it shall not be infringed upon. You're wanting to find out some kind of, you don't know if someone's going to rob a store. You don't know if someone's going to commit murder. There's no way for you to tell what a criminal is going to do, but yet you want to infringe upon the rights of us as a people and our Second Amendment rights to be able to freely have a gun, protect our family. You as a law enforcement officer, you can carry yours everywhere. But as an individual, as a citizen, you're wanting me to have to go and get a certificate. When our forefathers gave us the right to keep and bear arms and said that it shall not be infringed upon. And it said for the security of a free state. And I believe these kinds of laws are what's causing us to lose our freedom in America. And I certainly do not appreciate our law enforcement wanting to take away our guns. And I think that's what that you're trying to do. I wish that you would, and the Sheriff's Association would back off on this, because you're impeding on the rights of the citizens, the very ones that you say that you are trying to protect. I'm offended by the fact that you're doing this. And I say that you need to back off and let citizens be citizens and carry the rights that we have as Americans. We're losing them every day, and it's time for us to stand up and take them back. Thank you.